protoporphyrin. Now, what is the structure of protoporphyrin? I just draw it. You don't need to know it, but I draw it to can imagine what's happened. Okay, this is a 4 pyrrole group. They are attached together by 1 carbon group and 4 ethyl, 2 propyl, and other methyl group. In the center of that is iron 3. But if this is in the hemoglobin, it should be iron 2. In the cytochrome, the protoporphyrin, the hem protein has iron 3. Who can inhibit it? Cyanide. Do you remember? Cyanide intoxication bonds to the iron 3 of the cytochrome. Now the cytochrome. The job of that, we want to discuss why this is P, why this is 450. P means pink. 450, it means in the 30 until 700. This is the visible range. And if this is at 400, 500, 600, 400, in this range it has a maximum absorption. Okay, and 450 is the color pink.
Okay.
And on the biophysics, you should know that 500 is the color of
red,
yellow. Red, we have an infrared. It means here is red, and here is ultraviolet or violet. It means after that will be ultraviolet, less than 300 will be infrared. Now, the cytochrome P400, now you understand what is it, what is the structure. What is the job of that? Oxidative enzyme in the endoplasmic reticulum membrane. It's coded by the gene family. We have a biotransformation, phase 1, phase 2, epoxy formation, and these are very bad here. I will show you one graph here. Biotransformation. Here, this is a meaning of the protoporphyrin. This is a 450, and we have a lot of SIP. You learn it in the future. This is a SIP. What's happened? The drug come by some oxidation. The drug will be OH instead of RH. The drug will be ROH. Why? To be excreted. The drug, it has a H that is not soluble in the urine, but in this case the OH, the alcohol group, it increases the solubility. The drug can be excreted from your body out. Okay, now you understand what does it mean oxidative. Why enzyme? Because the cytochrome has an enzyme. Which enzyme? NADPH CYP reductase. What is the job of that? It's provide the electron. It's provide the electron by a special mechanism. It's not our business now here. Okay, in the endoplasmic reticulum membrane of hepatocyte.
Just in the liver cell.
In the liver cell. It's coded by the gene family CYP gene. Biotransformation or metabolism, it has 2 phases. Phase 1 is hydroxylation of molecule to increase water solubility. This is a very, very important vocab here. Hydroxylation, and not just hydroxylation, a lot of chemistry could be happen here. A lot of things. See, in the phase 2, and all of them is phase 1. Hate Windows 8. No? There's a biotech phase 1 oxidation on the microsomal oxidation and non-microsomal, and a lot of different oxidation. The alkylation that you learn it in chemistry, the amination, the halogenation, the sulfation. Or non-microsomal is oxidation catalyzed by molybdenum. Molybdenum is an element, or maybe xanthine oxidase, aldehyde oxidase, aldehyde dehydrogenase, alcohol dehydrogenase, reduction, azo reduction, nitro reduction, carbonyl reduction, reduction of acid to aldehyde, aldehyde to alcohol, reduction of ketone to secondary alcohol, hydrolysis by carboxylesterase, by alkaline phosphatase, by pyroxenase, by epoxy hydrolysis, and by microbial hydrolysis. All of them are phase 1.
Oh.
all of them, but it's just written here hydroxylation of molecule. Oxidation, reduction, everything. I can just write for you oxidation, reduction, and hydrolysis. These are three mother group, okay? Hydrolysis, reduction, and oxidation. On the phase 2, conjugation with glucuronic acid, sulfuric acid happens to be excreted. You should know the structure of glucuronic acid and sulfuric acid and the reaction next semester on the chemistry word by word, atom by atom. But no, for the summarize, you see here, the conjugation is glucuronation, sulfation, conjugation by glycine, conjugation by glutathione, acetylation, methylation. A lot of different conjugation we have. Okay, the conjugation is maybe acetylation, methylation, glycine addition, or glutathione addition. Good? Now, epoxide formation. What is the epoxide? It's something like that. For example, see, it's here. This is a benzopyrene, and this is it causes the epoxide formation. Now, this is carcinogen if this is not excreted from the body. Cytochrome always helps your body to get out the drug out. Just 3 exceptions cause the drug will be carcinogen. Just 3, okay? And because of that, these drugs are obsolete. Obsolete means they are not used anymore.
No, okay.
Increased toxicity or maybe mutagenicity, malignant transformation of the cell. Maybe they are very rare, but it's right here. Maybe it's happening. For example, polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbon. Do you know what is the chimney? Chimney sweeper?
Chimney. Ah, yeah.
Chimney sweeper. They understand.
The guy who cleans the chimneys.
In the 1975, they understand that all of them are died because of the prostate cancer and the cancer of the genital system. They said why? Because the genital cord, the genital system of the man on the testis, it has a very smooth skin. They go naked on the chimney to sweep and clean it, and all of the soot comes to their skin. The soot contains benzopyrene. This is the soot of the chimney, benzopyrene, and a lot of different things. And because of this is carcinogen and it causes the cancer, they will die. They understand, okay, because of the SIP. Now, what should we do? We should inhibit this SIP. Exactly this SIP. And there are many reactions you learn in future 4th year on the pharmacology. Just you should learn polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbon by the SIP is go under mutagenicity. What is the very common polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbon? It's under smoke. The heavy smoker, unfortunately, undergo smoking a lot. The SIP can cause the metabolize this aromatic phenol to the mutagen one. The resolution is to eat vitamin C. Okay, if you eat vitamin C instead of cytochrome, the vitamin C do the oxidation and conjugation. Okay, and there is no any opportunity for the cytochrome to be carcinogen. Until now, just you should know what is the cytochrome, phase 1, phase 2. Okay, this.
So cytochrome is in the liver system, and it helps to
You should know this, and then from
metabolize,
phase 1, phase 2.
metabolize our drugs, basically.
Yes. Some drug induce and stimulate cytochrome. For example, phenobarbital. The phenobarbital, you should learn it now. This is sedato-hypnotic. What does it mean, sedato-hypnotic? You know?
Sedation.
Sedation happens. It's also anticonvulsant. What does it mean, anticonvulsant?
Anti-vomiting.
Epilepsy.
Ah.
No. Antiemetic is antiemetic. Anticonvulsant, it's an anticonvulsion. You have it like that, and they will be.
Yeah. They can't contract anymore.
Yes. They are anticonvulsant, and it causes sedation. The phenobarbital induces cytochronism. Why? We don't know. But what is the result? If you eat phenobarbital, it means all of your cytochrome is stimulated. I administered to you other drug and I said, oh, why don't you be good? But I don't consider, okay, the phenobarbital is stimulate your cytochrome P. It means your cytochrome is overactivated. The other drug I give it to you, they metabolize it rapidly and there is no therapeutic effect for that. I should double the dose of that.
Ah, okay.
Understand? Sometimes the drug inhibit the cytochrome like alcohol. Alcohol inhibits cytochrome 2E1 exactly. And you shouldn't eat any other medicine with alcohol. Why? Because you eat the medicine, the alcohol inhibits the cytochrome. There is no anything to excrete the drug out of your body and you don't know it. In this case, after 1 day or after 8 hours, you eat the other dose of the drug and you will be overdose. Understand?
Yeah.
This is danger because cytochrome is very, very important in drug and pharmacology. Hypertrophy of a smooth and endoplasmic reticulum happens. This is nothing, okay? These are the important things that you should know it. Now, what is the lysosome? Types of lysosome. Primary lysosome contain acetylrolase, like a phosphatase, nuclease, protease. Active proton pump, 2 BPH, acidic, high acidic. And secondary alcohol is a fusion of primary lysosome with vesicle. You know them? And after that, it will be endosome, yeah? You know this one also?
No, this one.
Endosome was before or was after? Endosome.
After? No.
No, it's
because
before. It's before.
Endosome and then becomes a
No, it's the
phagosome.
endocytosis or phagocytosis. It's not the endosome. The endosome is the Golgi. Do you study the Golgi?
Oh yeah, I studied the Golgi.
This before is the endosome. It's written somewhere very, very small, early endosome. And that's very important for the teacher. You see, endocytosis happened, is the endocytic vesicle, and the name of these two are endosome. Can I write it?
Yeah, sure.
Endosome. Endosome is converted to the
storage vesicle.
Storage vesicle, and this endosome maybe go and produce the secondary lysosome. You see, primary lysosome with endosome both together produce secondary lysosome. Good?
Ah, okay.
Now, fusion of primary lysosome with vesicle. Function of lysosome is heterolysis or maybe autolysis. You know the story, I'm sure. If you don't know, I can. Formation of lysosome is a rough endoplasmic reticulum lysosome enzyme N-link glycosylation. What does it mean, N-link?
So it's on the N terminus.
Yes, and we have other type is O.
Oh.
All of the N is come to lysosome, all of the O is go to Golgi, and from the Golgi they go out.
Out. So secretion.
Secretory vesicle. It means O glycosylation go out and N glycosylation come in.
Ah, I didn't know that.
Okay.
So yeah, I didn't get the glycosylation. That's so there's like a sugar added to the protein, oligosaccharide.
Glycosylation is anything add to glucose. Anything. It could be a signal sequence, it could be protein, it could be lipid, anything. It's like a message that where should I go? I said, okay, you should come to my home. It's a signal sequence. Now, the synthesis of mono-6-phosphate and this and this and you know we should learn it. What is the clathrin-coated vesicle? It's used for clathrin-coated?
It's used for also in the Golgi to transport secretory vesicles as well.
Clathrin-coated. It's used for endocytosis, not to go out.
Sure.
Yes. It's here.
Here. These are clathrin.
Yes, it's coming in. It's coming in. See the flesh? It's coming in. A clathrin-coated vesicle is used for endocytosis, okay? And what is the clathrin? Clathrin is, give one more finger here, exactly like that, 3 parts.
Ah, okay.
They are like this symbol, And because of that, the drug comes here and fuck this chemistry. Okay?
So they just come to the middle
and the tumor cells are very intelligent. They make a cluster-resistant chemotherapeutic drug. Yeah, very intelligence happens by then. Now, it's here. The clustering coated is important. The type of endocytosis. What is here? First of all, what is the monos?
Monos.
Monos.
That's.
Is it a aldose or is it a ketose? What is the aldose? What is the ketose?
Aldehyde and ketone.
Okay, this one here. Do you study the carbohydrate topic?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Sure.
Okay. The general feature of carbohydrate, they have an aldehyde or ketone. The aldehyde will be aldose. It doesn't read here, but you should know it. And these are ketones. How should we remember on the exam? We have a lot of drug, so I cannot remember it. I have one cheating for you. If this is an aldose, it has a L. If this is ketose, it doesn't have L. But here, without L, the name of the sugar is glucose with L, galactose with L. Okay? One more is, for example, galactose, glucose. Aldose is fructose, monos, ribose, and this is a ribulose. If this is your topic, the professor asked you, what type of sugar is glucose? And you said, okay, glucose has this is a ketose. And the professor said, oh my God, she knows everything. What should I ask everything else? Understand me?
Yeah.
No, the aldose, you see, this is the aldehyde group. This is the aldose. Understand me?
Okay.
And the aldehyde comes to the alcohol, the hydration happens, and it will be a ring formation.
Yeah.
Why this OH is up? Why this OH is down?
Because it's L and D.
No.
No?
No. Above means beta. Above is beta. Down is alpha. Beta glucose, alpha glucose. Configuration.
But we have also
You
L
should
and
not-
D glucose.
Yes, I explained you what is that. These are the anomer. You will learn enantiomer, you learn diastomer, you should know alpha and beta are anomer. Okay? Now, what is the L and D? For example,
Here, yeah.
here, this 5 is in the, not the 6, just carbon number 5. One last to the end. The OH is in the right hand. This is the D glucose.
Yeah.
And this is not a glucose because it has a this is a
This is the glucose.
yes. Oh my God. Something happened wrongly. I think I confused something. Sorry, I should check it.
Yeah,
Don't
no worries.
give you to tell you the mistake information. I forget my cheating. My cheating, they have L, they don't have it. Because glucose is aldose. And fructose, pictose, surcose, fructose. Oh my God, how should I code it? I forget it.
Don't worry.
But this is true for this one. But you see written here, the ribulose. I remember it. I fuck it here now. You see, this is true for the rest, and this is also true for the rest. This rule says, can I write explanation?
Yeah.
under 6 carbon sugar follow all those and ketose without L. Okay, under 6 carbon. The monos, reward answer monos is how many carbon? Monos is not a ketose, it's all those. And galactose should be also 6 carbon. The galactose is also this one. Galactose. It's because this is 6 carbon. This is C6. This is C6. This is C6. What is the C5? This is C5. This is
C7, I guess.
Monos. No, monos is the C6. Monos. I should check it. See, I memory delete. Monos should be 6. Yes, 6. And monos is all those. But the most important is glucose and fructose.
Yeah.
Now, you understand the alpha, beta, you understand D and L. D depends on the carbon or on the linear form. In this case, you cannot see D or L. You just can say alpha or beta. And you should be very careful that all of the OH is down, the other carbon, just the carbon 3 is up.
Okay.
Do you know it before?
Yeah. Okay. I just, I'm more on ribose and desoxyribose.
And you know what does mean alpha 1 to 4? You see, I said you this is the alpha, it's down. And you should know the cellulose is beta 1 to 4. Why beta? See, if you put the line here, this is upper than above the line. This is beta. And put the line here. This is above. This is down. This is alpha. Understand? This is the difference between cellulose and starch. It is alpha 1 to 5. Beta 1 to 4. The structure it's linear. I don't know where it's written. This is linear, but this is bent because of the alpha 1 to 4. And you should know this structure to deroid. You should know this one to deroid. And what is the name of this unit here?
That's right. Double 18 months.
Isoperin. Do you remember?
Yeah.
These are the isoperin, okay?
Yeah.
And that's very important. And the beta carotene has an orange color.
Yeah.
Why?
Because of the
maximum wavelength absorption on this color. Absorption. Shaitan will like this question a lot. No, back here.
This is some. No, well, this
is a very fucking question, I know. No, come back here. You understand the monos? You see the monos also. The monos 6-phosphate sorting signal of the lysosome enzyme. This is the most important sentence you should know.
Really?
Yeah. No, in this way, this phosphate is come from the UDP.
Where does the UDP come from? What is UDP?
It's not important. What is the UDP? It's like ADP. ADP, you know ADP?
Yeah.
It's like a UDP.
Adenosine phosphate.
It's a uracil, uridine diphosphate. And uridine monophosphate. Just that's important. And this is, it calls the sorting of signal. It means if you have a mono 6-phosphate, okay, you should go to lysosome, for example.
And the lysosome basically clean or bring out
detoxification. Detoxification. Because of that, it's coming on the subgroup of the cell defense. It detoxify your body. Now, lysosome storage disease is a specific lysosomal enzyme deficiency on the Gaucher disease and in the cerebrozoidosis and Tay-Sachs disease on gangliosidosis. Now, what is this? Cerebral, you know the cerebral? If the lysosome of the cerebral storage has a problem, the cerebrozidosis and ganglion. What is the ganglion? This is a spinal cord, the neuron coming okay, and then it's come to the organ. This is a ganglion. This is a CNS. It's a spinal cord. All of the ganglion is around the spinal cord. This, and then to all of the other organ body. It means from here a lot of other coming. This is the center. And it has a problem. The name of the disease is Tay-Sachs disease. Eye cell disease, abnormality of mono-6-phosphate synthesis or mono-6-phosphate receptor, enzyme substitution therapy we should do. Just if you, I think, know the name of the disease.
Yeah, that's enough.
Now, peroxisome. A small vesicle is surrounded by the single membrane, generated and breakdown of the H2O2, diverse metabolic reaction, oxidation of fatty acids, synthesis of lipid, and oxidation of toxic compound using H2O2 and catalyst. That's very important. What is the unit speed of that? You should know. 30,000 H2O2 in 1 second. Can you imagine how much is fast? If this is just catalase 2,500, this is a cancer. You live in 1 month. Okay? That's very, very, very important.
But there's also peroxidase which is used.
What?
Peroxidase.
Peroxidase here.
Yeah.
In the peroxisome.
Yeah.
Where is written?
It's not written, but we have it in the MRTs. Do you remember that probably?
Yes, you see, not the peroxidase out. The catalase is one type of peroxidase enzyme. Why? What is the structure of H2O2? What is the oxidation number here?
1.
Minus 1.
Yeah.
Minus 1. This is plus 1, plus 1. This is a peroxide. And one type of peroxidase, and this is synonym with catalase, it's coming here.
Okay.
Now, when the H2O2 is produced in your body, this is a very important question. Oxidation of fatty acids, synthesis of lipids, oxidation of toxic compound. Okay, they use H2O2. Okay, but when it's produced by toxic material, by ROS, by toxic or by ROS, ROS. Now, what is the ROS? Reactive oxygen species. What does it mean? Which oxygen is reactive? Oxygen minus 1, maybe oxygen minus half. You remember? Minus half, what is the name of minus half? Superoxide.
Superoxide, yeah.
Now, the superoxide or O2, not 2 minus, O2, 1 minus. You see, this is a 2O with 2 minus, every of them minus 1, but 2O with minus 1 is minus half. The other is also minus half. Superoxide, hydrogen peroxide, and hydroxy radical. This is a radical, you know it. Produced by incomplete reduction of oxygen in the mitochondria. This is very important. You should know.
Yeah, I know.
And the name of this reaction, you learn it next year. This is a phenton. Phenton reaction. A lot of carcinogen compound, they induce phenton reaction. It means they cut the H2O2 not to water, to OH radical. 2 OH radical they produce. Generation of ROS in the endoplasmic reticulum during disulfide bond formation is the example. And oxidative stress, cellular stress caused by ROS accumulation. Cellular stress caused by ROS accumulation. What does it mean? Cellular stress caused by ROS accumulation. ROS are reactive. They are radical. The radical is high energy or low energy? High energy. The high energy can damage to your body or not?
Yeah.
Yes. If they are accumulated in the body, they damage, they cause the stress, they cause the cancer in your cell. Do you understand what is cellular stress?
Yeah.
It means they are active. Why? They have...
So in a normal cell, this happens, yeah? But if there's a cancer, this just happened, this one. So the oxygen will be oxidized to radical, to H2O2, to OH radical, and then to water.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the problem is, when the toxic material coming, the amount of production of OH radical is a lot, and we don't have enough electron. You see electron? We don't have enough electron to consume and convert it to water. This is a problem. The high energy damage the cell, These are the most important vocab. You should use it. They damage the cell. They are carcinogen.
Okay.
In the biochemistry next semester, you have it about 70 page. Just this. 70 page. Everything produce them, you should know it. This is a main key. This is a motherfucker of 70 page other. 70 page word by word. And I think it's finished in the biochemistry. When we coming this year, last year on toxicology, we learned about 120 drug and 500 toxin produce H2O2. This is really fucking material. And I don't know until last year I understand, oh my god, how much they are important. They are more important than everything else in the book, you know?
Yeah.
Just this reaction. No, that's very, 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 very important.
Oh,
What's
really?
this? It's very, very important. And the professor asked a lot, and these are the MRT question also. The name of this cell is leukocyte. What this cell do here?
There, it's like it's a lysosome, so it's
No.
no. It's taking up a cell, a
It means
microbe.
phagocytosis.
Yeah.
It means phagocytosis. You see here the NADPH or nicotinamide dihydrogen phosphate is converted to nicotinamide diphosphate without any hydrogen. Who does this one? NADPH oxidase. What is the other job of that? It takes 2 mole of oxygen and converts it 2 molecule of the superoxide. These 2 mole superoxide also convert to H2O2 and H2O2 convert to hydroxy radical and everything damage to the microbe. Okay, that's good until here in the very, very, very low dose, parts per million. But if this is a habit, if the leukocyte used to that, habit to that, it's very dangerous. Maybe this is not a microbe, maybe this is my hormone, this is my antibody, good antibody, and it's an autoimmune disease. The NADPH oxidase generates superoxide radical. That's very important. I think this is MRT, not?
Yeah.
Okay,
Kind of,
the
yeah.
NADPH oxidase, and here that is what we have it is NADPH cytochrome reductase. This is here, I think you have this one, the reductase is in the cytochrome. Next semester you learn it. It's a CYP. Where should I write it? NADPH CYP reductase. Okay, this is next semester. I put it like that. But this is the oxidase. The reductase is in the liver cell. The oxidase is in the
normal cell?
phagocytosis, in the phagosome, in the leukocyte. Okay, no. This business. RAC protein. RAC protein phagocytosis. I don't know what is the relationship of this one here and this one. Chronic granulomatosis disease, abnormal. Maybe this is the name of the disease. Abnormal NADPH oxidase recurring of the infection. If I don't have this one, the infection microbe can come, and the recurrent infection. ROS-induced macromolecular damage. DNA damage cause mutation, carcinogenesis, lipid peroxidation, membrane damage. If the DNA is damaged, mutation. If the lipid is peroxidation damage, membrane of the cell is damaged. That's very, very important. Very, very, very. Antioxidant. It means antioxidant that they catch up the radical, they catch up the superoxide, they catch the OH and said, okay, you should go to jail. They are such an enzyme, the name is SOD, the superoxide dismutase, catalase, peroxidase, amyotrophic lateral sclerosis is the name of the disease, and a small molecule like vitamin C, vitamin E, carotene, selenium. Catalase is a subtype of that.
Yeah.
A functional group is a subtype of this one. Peroxidase is everywhere, but the catalase is especially on the mitochondria, but this is also a type of peroxidase, and superoxide dismutase. These are the important names. I think that you should a little bit rest, and then we continue it, okay? That's very... Actually, when the student get this topic, they will fail.
I know.
But it was my topic on the exam, biology also. And I don't know that this is hard for everybody here, because I studied them before in my veterinary. The professor asked it, I explained it more than enough, okay? And because of that, he thinks that I don't know it, because I don't explain exactly like this, because I explained everything that I know it. And it was the functional. And then other professor coming, he said, no, you are right. These are the after advance of that. Understand me?
Really?
Because my problem in the first year was I don't know the basic, I know more advanced of that.
Yeah.
It was very problematic for me. Because in Iran they don't teach us the basic. From the first year they go to the advanced, and because of that, when they are graduate here, they are more professional.
Really?
Yeah, because for example, from the first year they go to the clinic, they see it, they should stand it and observe what's happened, why, who. The education is more practice than here. It is more literature. What is the benefit after? For the dentist, for example, they are really not good.
Yeah.
Okay, 5 minutes, please.
Oh, I thought I studied it, but
What?
I thought I studied this topic, but obviously